Hello, Internet Nation. Alex Shin here. So, this isn't an unboxing, even though I was thinking about doing an unboxing. I'm just unboxing some stuff as I make this video. I'm gonna turn this fan off. Give me a hot sec. Okay, so that's off. You should hear me better now, because the phone is very far, and I'm gonna leave my Switch alone, because it's sitting there on 2-player mode. So, I got my package today. I made a video about it. Technically that was yesterday. And since this phone that I'm recording on and the Wi-Fi is super slow, it didn't finish uploading until I connected it to my phone's hotspot, which I'm gonna do from now on. Anytime I upload a video from my second phone. They put a lot of tape on this. So enjoy this tape and bubble wrap ASMR, as well as rustling you're hearing. Oh, yeah, that rustling you're hearing is a ferret in a box full of this stuff. She also just stuck her little mouse face in camera. I don't know what she's sniffing at, but she seems content in this box of stuffing. So, I got this package today. This is Breath of the Wild Link and Rico and Reg from Made in Abyss, which is one of my favorite shows. So I want to talk about what happened today, because I don't know how I feel about these Nundos. Clearly not as excited as this one, but I don't know how I feel anymore, because I dead gave up on this package. I went to a USPS this morning after my second player literally just disappeared. I don't know where it went. Oh, she spazzed out because of drift. But I went to USPS this morning after calling USPS this morning. Mind you, I was on the phone with USPS for about an hour waiting for them to pick up, and by the time they had picked up the phone, I was standing in line at the post office, and this was after like biking to a friend's, having a little conversation, biking to some other place, standing in line for at least 10-20 minutes because that line wasn't moving for the longest time. But, you know, if you saw yesterday, I don't know when this video is coming out, I guess that depends on how fast my phone feels like moving. But, so yeah, if you saw yesterday's video, then you know I spent about 4 hours on the phone with UPS and USPS, and was told, not only once, but I guess twice, I was told by each company that the other company was shipping the package, and that the other company was shipping the package and they didn't have it, and that they were shipping the package today. So, you know, today came and went and turned that today into yesterday, and it didn't show up. And then, you know, package tracking was just like, yeah, no, it's definitely out for delivery. And then at 1:48 a.m., tracking was like, yeah, no, we're still waiting for it to be delivered. And I'm just like, yeah, so remember when that guy guaranteed that it would be delivered yesterday? That was a lie. Just like everything everybody else told me, which was a lie. I went to USPS today and was like, alright, boom, I got this package. I'm trying to locate it. I just got off the phone with USPS and they told me that it should be at my local post office, which is this post office right here. So I'm here to resolve this problem because, you know, they said it was on the truck yesterday, and I was like, I bet. Well, if the circumstance seems to happen where it doesn't get delivered, even though you say it's going to get delivered, then can you have them hold that for me? And he was like, yeah, so it ain't get delivered, and they ain't hold it for me neither. And yet I went to USPS, and that bitch was like, this is a UPS package, I'm not gonna look for it. To which I was like, yeah, but they transferred it over to you guys, so now you guys have it. And I was on the phone yesterday with a bunch of people, and both UPS said y'all had it, and y'all said y'all had it, and y'all said y'all were delivering it. And according to tracking, it was on the truck, and then some shit happened. So if you could just check, that would be great. And she was like, nah, nope, I'm not gonna do it. To which I was like, can you please just check? Because this is very stressful. And I was literally just told that y'all had it. So you must have it. And to which she was like, well, show me the tracking. And I'm like, well, the tracking's kind of fucked up. And it just says UPS. It just wonked out on Wednesday. And she was like, well, you see, it's in transit. You gotta wait. So she's a bitch and a liar and deserves to get fired. So UPS, work on it. Because if this is what y'all are encouraging, y'all deserve to go out of business. Because, for one, we don't need all these shipping companies that are going to be handling my package and then hand it over to USPS. That just seems like a waste of money. Because UPS brings shit to your door. UPS just bring the shit to my door. And it's not even the fact that my package got delayed. Don't even look at that. The fact of the matter is, because I was trying to explain the situation to my therapist, and then I tried to explain the bigger situation, why I got so upset, to my therapist, but she wasn't having that the whole big picture type of ordeal. She was just focusing on this one thing, and I'm like, the issue is this keeps happening. Keeps happening. Anytime I get a package from Good Smile Company, from these motherfuckers right here, USPS is just like, yeah, no, we want these, so we're gonna hold them for a few more days until we can figure out how to slip this package out and put something else in the box, cause it's never just easy. I'd be surprised if the other one just shows up tomorrow, cause that one shipped after this package, from the same exact facility, same location, my nigga, same store. Same Los Angeles Good Smile Company. And, even though this was supposed to arrive Tuesday, here it is, Friday, at, my phone is off. I don't know what time it is. I think it's like 5 something. Maybe 5 on the dot. Can't look at my switch because this is a 7:09 a.m. So they're here now. And I don't know how I feel because literally earlier, I just gave up. I was just like, I don't even know if I want them. Should I, after UPS, mind you, UPS was the one helping in all of this. I was tweeting at UPS and USPS all day yesterday. UPS was just like, hit us up with this information and we'll help you. And ironically, they helped me, even gave me the fucking tracking number, because apparently when UPS gives a package to USPS, you get a whole new tracking number. But nobody tells you. Nobody updates it. Deadass, you go to UPS, their website, track for this package, and it just stops on Wednesday. It just says, yeah, it's in transit. It had an ETA on Wednesday. It had an ETA on Tuesday, and then that ETA changed to Wednesday, 8 p.m., and then that ETA changed to Wednesday, 9 p.m., and then it just said in transit. So I literally had an argument. I came out of my character and was yelling at this bitch. Because I tried to be nice. I was like, look, I understand you have your thoughts that are wrong, that are hella wrong, hella proven wrong, because you didn't even want to look because I had a UPS, because I had the information provided to me, and because you were a lazy cunt, you didn't want to look. I get that. You deserve to lose your job, because if somebody had looked in the system, if somebody we looked up the thing, it says your shit's out for delivery. Again, I don't know what dumbass decided to not take it off the truck, but according to the conflicting information that I received after getting home from the post office, the story's all over the place, but according to that conflicting information, usually, sometimes your package will get to the facility, they'll scan it, and then that just marks it out for delivery, even if it's not out for delivery. So look out for that. It could say it's out for delivery, That could be a bold-faced lie. Who the fuck knows? Definitely not the consumer. Definitely not. So, I'm talking to this lady who not only refuses to help me, but insults my intelligence. I gave her the information. I gave her all the information. I told her about the phone calls from yesterday. I told her about how I literally just got off the phone with the USPS representative who said my package should be at the post office. Well, she didn't want to have that. She was like, oh, how do you know? It's not here. We don't have it yet. We don't have it yet. We don't have it yet. It's like, oh, you know so much. What do you work at USPS? What do you, go to the website, go to USPS dot whatever and sign up for employment so that you can know. Have you been to the back? And I'm like, you see that, right? There's an S between that U and that P. That doesn't say ups. That says ups. That says USPS. Y'all had this. You wanna shut the fuck up? You dumb cunt bitch. I should just go back to the fucking post office and be like, hey, got my package. Thanks you guys for delivering it today. You know how you said it wasn't gonna arrive? How it didn't arrive yet? Because apparently I found out through from talking to somebody from UPS through Twitter that it takes 10 days for USPS's systems to update once a package is transferred over to them. What is the fucking point? What is the fucking point? Because by that time, by this time, by day 3 of the process, I've already received the package and there's already a fucking weasel going through the box. So, what is the point of USPS if they don't even know what the fuck is happening? Want to come at their fucking customers. Rude as shit. They weren't even rude to just me. Because some other woman was about to lose her fucking shit. And some other woman was walking out calling somebody a bitch. I don't know who it was. It was either the first lady or the second lady. And I don't know if the second lady was ignoring me because I went back to her window. And I was like, look, can you please just help me get me a supervisor or something? Because I was given some information and I ain't trying to leave here without solving this shit. Because this is not a problem I caused. This is a problem y'all caused. Like, can I call a supervisor somewhere to make a complaint about some shit? Because, and Alex was lied to. Talking about you ain't got my fucking baggage. So yeah. So that happened. And then I left after talking to some woman who also, you know, I think it was the supervisor who also told me that they didn't have my package, which, so yeah, I left the post office and proceeded to have a panic attack to the point where I almost hyperventilated till I passed out. And then, you know, I tried to prevent that from happening because if I'm going to pass out, I don't want to have my phone on me. I don't want to have my bike not locked to anything. I mean, I probably don't want to do that in public because next thing you know, you're going to wake up tied to somebody's bed somewhere and definitely not no hospital bed. It's a dark-ass world, man. So yeah, I proceeded to have a panic attack for the next 2 hours. The next 2 hours, and I probably would have hyperventilated until I passed out if this very nice man didn't give me some water. I don't know if he was saying anything else because I was on the phone with UPS at that point, and I was mostly in the conversation, but they were like, are you alright? And I was like, literally started fanning myself, hyperventilating, having a panic attack, and I'm just like, oh, just breathe, come on, you know, all those breathing exercises I've been doing all day, every day, coming in handy, coming in clutch, because I definitely would not have been in control of that situation if my breathing was as shit as it usually is. But yeah, kudos to that guy for giving me some water, because like I was sitting there and I'm like, if I could just get to the store, like can I lunk out? And there's just like some old Spanish woman pushing those little icy carts, because I needed an icy. I needed something just like something sweet and juicy to cool me the fuck down as I'm panicking. And I just got to the point where I'm like, alright, bet. I just want to sit here. It got so bad, I thought about like calling an ambulance, biking to the hospital. I didn't know who to call, what to do, because I was just like sitting there, like I really need somebody to hold me and tell me that it's going to be okay, but I don't know who to call. So maybe I should take myself to the hospital because I'm really, really thinking about slicing my arm open. I'm really like trying really hard to not beat somebody to death with my bike lock. I don't know what to do. Let me just take myself home, smoke a blunt. I mean, that's the most reliant thing. I don't really have someone to hold me, someone to talk to, someone that's gonna like understand. Even like talking to my therapist didn't help because my therapist was just like, oh, we gotta find a solution and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yes, bitch, I know there is nothing I can do right now, but I feel helpless. I feel alone. I feel attacked. And this is like a big picture. A big picture. This is the big picture. The problem today is the fact that I bought this. I bought these. Well, this I bought to make an amajinki, a tamaki Nendoroid to use for my custom. These I got from me because I pre-ordered both of these guys when, basically before they came out. I pre-ordered them, but not only did I not have the money at the time because I was just straight struggling, which is funny because the second I stopped straight struggling, we go into a full pandemic mode, so it's now right back to straight struggling. And not only am I straight struggling, but I'm like straight struggling and my porn producer can't get to me, so now I can't, now I gotta straight struggle. Like, goddamn, just let me be a spoiled princess again. But anyway, I got these guys for me. I bought them back in April because they were on sale. They were part of the stay-at-home sale that Good Smile Company was having. And they were both there. They didn't have a Nanachi, but they had both of them. And I mostly like Reiko and Reg. I'm not really sold on Nanachi, but she completes the set. Hopefully they come out with that new character that I saw on the thing. I don't read the manga, but I'm avidly waiting for season 2 to come out. Might one day read the manga because apparently it's a bootyful, but this ain't about the manga. So yeah, I got these guys for me because it had been a really long time since I had done something nice for myself, that I got something nice for myself. Literally all my money was just like going towards the struggle, and I was feeling guilty about buying anything that wasn't food or like giving all my money to rent, and like constantly, since I stopped, well, not constantly because there was a whole thing when I was doing 2 videos a month, but then for the longest time I was just struggling, so I decided to do something nice for myself. And then this package specifically, not only did it like I get charged again for it, so now like it overdrafted my account, and thankfully I didn't get hit with an overdraft fee, I guess because there was already money in there. And then like shortly after I put more money in the account by accident, because like I was depositing money from OnlyFans and then completely forgot that it goes to my bank account, which is completely overdrafted. So I was like, fuck. But at the same time, that's money paying off that thing, so they're probably like, oh, you're paying it off, we ain't gonna charge you with no overdraft fee. Or they're waiting for money to be in there. They're so like, ha! Which that would be fucked up. But I was hurt, you know? Because it feels like every time I feel really good about myself, like I usually feel like shit. I'm usually really depressed. I'm usually really sad. I'm usually acting like I'm not really lonely and just want to be held. But there are moments where I'm just like on top of it. Like I'm feeling the energy, I'm feeling the vibe. Usually it's after a nice bike ride or a dog walk or something. Usually a dog walk was like a big dog, ooh, yeah, let's book it. I love dogs that just like, door opens, let's out, we out. I love them. And then you stop and they just like give you all the kisses. These are kisses, these are dog tongues for reference. I love it, and it just puts me in such a good mood. But then it's like sometimes I just feel on top of the world, like in that energy where it's just like, oh yeah, things are gonna change, things are gonna be better, and everything doesn't have to be terrible. And then I get attacked. And then something happens. And I told my therapist that, like, this week, it was every day. Monday, that Sprite came out of nowhere. Still don't know if that was a personal attack or a coincidence that was just personal attacky. Tuesday, it's not even that big on Tuesday, but Tuesday I fell off my fucking bike and then some girls were laughing at me, which that was kind of attack from my bike because I started riding it. I'd like tied my vitamin water to the handle and the bike was like, nah, you can't move the handlebars now. And I was like, I bet, I see you, I caught that. Let me just undo this because I ain't trying to bust my ass today. Like, I will hold the thing and not risk shit. But then, you know, moved everything, undid everything, and it was still locked for some reason. So I went down in the middle of the street, and then the second I went down, the fucking light was like, I bet, light's gonna change now. Now you in the way, honk honk. And I'm just like, can I catch a break? And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all this bullshit. So I was telling my therapist how I felt guilty because I feel like I'm not supposed to be happy. And I touched on my suicidal feelings just in general, about how every time I feel good, some bullshit happens. Every time I try to do something for myself, some bullshit happens. Every time I try, it just blows up in my face. She didn't really get that. She was kind of focused on thingies. I hope the day comes when I get to talk to somebody and they focus on the main issue at hand, the bigger problem, because until the bigger problem gets addressed, until the fact that I don't feel safe and feel like I'm going to be attacked and that I'm not supposed to be happy, so things continuously happen to push me closer and closer until I do finally commit suicide. Like, if that shit doesn't change, I don't know how I'm gonna not feel that way. So, like, looking at it little problem by little problem isn't gonna fix anything. Like, going at it nice and peaceful and calm to this problem, to this situation, is not gonna change the fact that they just straight up refused to look into the package. Just straight up refused. Didn't even try because it was a UPS tracking number. They didn't care about anything I had to say. They didn't care about any of my experience. And that's my life. Nobody cares about anything I have to say. They just like deem something however they choose to have it. And that's the truth. Like, dude telling me, oh, I'm not making anybody feel uncomfortable. I'm not doing anything that would make anybody feel uncomfortable. And yet here I am saying, hey, I want you to leave. I'm so uncomfortable right now. And I'm not uncomfortable because of me. No, I was chilling. I was chilling in my room, having a nice relaxing time. And then you came and you didn't even ask if you could come over. You were like, I'm coming over. And I'm just like, that's a red flag right there. Now, am I gonna let this boy in my room, let him light me up? But I know he probably gonna cause some kind of problem, because I'm pretty sure he wants to smash, because they always want to fucking smash, and when they want to smash, they don't know how to act. So, am I gonna let him in and let him smoke me up, and we gonna have a hard time? I mean, I let him in, and he smoked me up, and we had a hard time. But at least I got something out of that, because I felt empowered for how I stood up for myself and remained calm in the entire situation. But that is just the norm. So it's like everyone's always like, I vent about these situations that happen, and then people are like, oh, why don't you just block them? Why don't you just like keep better people around you? And I'm just like, this is everybody. This is everybody. Niggas turn it up on you. Niggas change. Niggas like everybody that comes at you. This was my dealer. Like I'm glad he's not self-aware enough that it ruined our relationship, so I can still go buy from him, even though I really wish there was more alternatives to buying from him, because he does not respect my time. And he could be having me waiting in the hallway for like 5-10 minutes, And I'm like, okay, I'm downstairs, and the only way for me to get upstairs is for you to come let me in, which would make no sense. Just come down and give me the shit. But then he'd be sitting there waiting for other people to let me in, and I'd still be sitting in the hallway. And I'm just like, nigga, I told you I was outside when I was on the corner. I told you you needed to come down. I told you I was outside your apartment in the fucking elevator. I gave you all the heads up. You should just be standing there with the door open like, bitch, why you lying? Why are you so late? You said you were in the elevator. What you mean you were waiting for the door to open? The fuck? And then that whole altercation where he literally didn't leave until I said, this is the last time I'm gonna ask you to leave nicely. And then he had the audacity to be like, what do you mean I'm leaving, right? And I'm like, you didn't leave until I threatened you with violence. And that's always the situation. I always gotta get violent with niggas for them to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you had autonomy. Like, do I gotta start every conversation by punching a nigga in the face for him to realize I am a fucking person? There is a bigger issue here. And I'm trying to get to the point where it's like I did a lot of expressing today. I made a lot of angry rants. I even shared me having a panic attack to the sound of Happy by Pharrell Williams, because I just found that ironic. I just found like the music I was listening to after I like started going home, I've never had to move myself while having a panic attack before. It's usually just an isolated incident. This is possibly the longest panic attack I've had, because all these people are telling me all these different things and nobody wants to help me and nobody has anything to tell to me. So I just like, there is no solution. So I'm just like, alright, Alex, get on your bike, get your ass home, smoke a fucking blunt, because if not, we either gonna kill somebody or we gonna kill ourselves. So let's go smoke a fucking blunt. So I put myself on my bike and I'm hyperventilating as I'm riding up a hill, mind you. And I don't want to say that crossing guard was sexist, but like he definitely like gestured the other biker to cross, and I'm just like, but why didn't you just gesture for me to cross too? Like, I was sitting here, we made eye contact. You could have been like, oh yeah, it's good for you to come across this little mini street. The fuck? So you see, it's just, people just don't like me. They just attack me. They just come for me. And I'm just like, why? For why? Could you mind your business? Could you have your own life so you're not so invested in mine? Like, do you think you could maybe like gain some autonomy so you become a person and not just a fucking demon like our white overlords, our lizard overlords want us to be? Mind you, fucking woman at the fucking post office was a goddamn stereotype. And I don't see the purpose. Like, if you're not gonna help somebody, why even work in an industry where you would be helping people? That doesn't make any sense. But any hizzle. Part of me feels embarrassed for getting so upset. Just like, I guess it's that same part that always feels embarrassed for getting upset. Or that same part that gets embarrassed for having feelings. And that's just years of trauma for people telling me, like, oh no, you're wrong. And no, that's not the truth. And I'm just like, but that's how I feel. And it's like, I feel taken advantage of. I feel abused. I feel hurt. I feel unheard. I feel ignored. Nah, that's not the truth. That's not what I'm doing, but that's how I feel. And yet these feelings, what, can't be acknowledged? And this shit is just crazy to me. And I don't know what to do, so I panic. But at the same time, I'm trying to get to the point where it's like, I shouldn't even care. Like, even if I feel stupid like, I made mad tweets yesterday. And I woke up this morning. I woke up in a bad mood because I woke up feeling so good. God, that sleep was so good. And I just wanted to fall back into it. And Cthulhu was like, no. No. You get up. You give me food. You give me water. And then I'm going to keep doing the same shit. So then she didn't stop trying to climb up on my shelf until I decided I was going back to sleep. And I just woke up mad. Because it's like the uncertainty. I was guaranteed it was going to be delivered Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then later on Wednesday, and then Thursday, and now it's Friday, and nobody knows shit. I don't know shit. Nobody knows shit. It's one thing for me to not know shit. It's another thing for the company shipping your package to not know shit. And everyone's just like, oh, well, why don't you just call Good Smile? Good Smile ain't gonna know shit neither. All they know is we put your shit in a box and we sent it to you. That was kind of rhymey. Not a bad Asian accent. I know it might have sounded like that, but it wasn't. But yeah, they're here now, and I feel conflicted because all of that shit happened. But it's okay, because like at this point it's just part of the journey. I don't know. Maybe there's somebody out there and they get really emotional about shit because they don't get to talk about their feelings. They don't have anybody to confide in that's going to have an actual conversation with them and not just be like, oh, that's terrible. Because, like, I don't know. I wanted my therapist to address the bigger problem. Because I don't know what to do about that. Like, I've been receiving a little more and more love every day. Just a little. But the trauma and all the other shit that goes down. Like, I've had times when I've had panic attacks out in public. I've had panic attacks walking Norman to the point where I couldn't stand anymore. So I just curled up in the fetal position right there in the middle of the fucking sidewalk. And people just walk by. Today, I just kind of like sat in front of the post office. Like, I moved my bike, went outside, and I was like, I bet they said it's not here. The last lady gave me a lot more information than the other lady. She was like, it's not something, even though lie, because she ain't look into it neither. It's like, look, I get it. It's a UPS tracking. But they said they gave it to you 2 days ago, and y'all said you were delivering it yesterday. So fuck this. Fuck the fact that it's a UPS tracking number. Look it up in your systems, and you'll see that it got turned into a fucking USPS tracking number, which it did, which I didn't know until I tweeted. Went back to my little tweet conversation with the person from UPS. Which, why were they so helpful when this was a USPS problem? Nobody in USPS wanted to give me information that didn't conflict with the last person at USPS said. But UPS is just like, yeah, no, here's your tracking number, and we're going to do everything in our power to help you. So sorry about the situation. This is so terrible. And it's just like, y'all are scrambling to fucking help me, and this ain't even your problems. Talking about, oh, I'm sorry, your package got delayed due to circumstances out of your hands, and yet these niggas, this is out of their hands because they already handed it over, so it's literally out their hands, and they just like, oh yeah, we gonna do everything in our power to help. They even gave me the fucking number for the post office, which you can't find that for shit. The employee at the post office was giving me a hard time. She was like, oh, what number did you call? Did you call the 800? Did you call the 718 number? And I'm just like, I called the 800 number. I looked up this place on the map and tried to call here specifically, but there is no way to find this number. And then, mind you, the UPS guy gave it to me. He was like, I'm so sorry this is happening. Try calling this number to see if they can help you. And he gave me the number for the post office, and that shit rang and rang and rang. If my phone was on right now, we would call it right the fuck now. But Google phones take like 16 minutes to turn on. But that shit just rang. Not even just ring, ring, just bang, bang, bang. So that shit's busy. Meaning that shit's just not even on the line. That was probably a terrible pantomime. This is the line. This is the phone part that you talk into. That shit's just... because they don't want to hear it with their fucking 2 employees. How y'all got signs up talking about only 10 people in the establishment at a time, but you only got 2 employees working the fucking windows? So it's like, I get online. There's 2 people in front of me. They were waiting there. I don't know how long, but I was waiting on the other line and then had to get on that line with them. And then they were waiting for God knows how long. I'm standing on this line. I turn around. It's been like, 5 minutes? 10 minutes? There's like 12 people behind me on this line now. And I'm still 3rd in line. So I don't know what you want us to do if y'all ain't gonna do your job. If you all only got like two people, and mind you, you hear like 15 people laughing and talking in the back, but there's just these two people on the floor. So, do I gotta emphasize? Cause a bitch ain't never wrong. A bitch may be a bitch, and a bitch may act crazy for the lulz, and a bitch may have some severe trauma that they deal with very well. But a bitch ain't wrong. Oh, look who just turned on. I don't know, I turned my phone off earlier because it wasn't having it. I started crying while I was talking to my therapist, and I got tears all over my phone. So now my phone doesn't want to work. But let's just look. Let's look. Which one is it? One. Is this the one? Nah, never that long. That was an hour long. Wait, this is the one. And yet you want to bitch at me for not calling y'all specifically when y'all won't even put the phone down so that shit can ring. I was calling that number the second I got home around 12. Not even 12, because it was 12:19, 11:16 when I got off the phone with the guy from Ups after I left the post office. It was 11. I specifically remember because he was like, oh yeah, somebody's gonna call you around 12:16, 19, an hour from when it was. And well, I mean, I'm still waiting for that call. I forgot what I was saying because I just got like 2 texts and I got a reminder from my dealer, which ironically I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pay you. I just kind of like gotta get paid first because specifically I should eat something. I don't know if I stated, but I have like Animal Crossing on in front of me and I want to stream some gameplay, but I don't know if anyone would be interested in that because sometimes I'm just sitting there in silence playing games, and sometimes I'm a total sociopath, but you can't be a sociopath in Animal Crossing. It's such a cute, wholesome game, and it's like, who we gonna kill? Who we gonna kill? I don't know, but I want a cheeseburger. I feel like I didn't get into... Oh great, thanks for putting that character in front of this character, so now that I can't hit the balloon, yay. I wanted to talk about... I talked about stuff. I talked about the significance of this and why I got so upset. Like, I legit felt like I was being punished for doing something for myself. And I don't want to be afraid of, like... I don't want to be afraid to order mail. Like, when I saw the other package had shipped, I didn't know when it shipped because, like, just like with what happened with my account, I was waiting for them to charge my Venmo account before they shipped it out because they charged me and then they shipped that one, and I was like, I'll take that, but then the other one just shipped. They didn't charge me again, so I've just been waiting. And then that one, as soon as I saw that one shipped, I was anxious because what now, you know? Like, is that one gonna show up? Is it gonna disappear? Like, every time I order a Nendo, that's always the scariest. God, this is why my phone is never on. Anytime I order a Nendo, it's always the scariest shit. Because then it's like, you can't really replace these things. And also, why can't I just get one notification? Just boom, everything together. Why has it gotta be Instagram, Facebook, email, this app, that app? Like, shut the fuck up, phone, please. I'm just tired. I feel like I tried to do something good for myself, and it backfired. I don't know how I feel about these guys. I don't know if they're still gonna make me happy. I don't know if I'm gonna start doing reg today. I'm very sad. I want a cheeseburger and an icy. Look at that face. That is so cute. I would do an unboxing of these, but like, what's the interest in unboxing? You just take things out of boxes. I feel defeated. And I don't know how to fix this. I just want to be held, you know? I just want some snuggles. That's not gonna happen. So, next best thing, I guess? This is my therapy. I hit that wrong. Now I can't talk. I feel like I'm too jaded. Not jaded, I'm too traumatized for friends. Like, even if I were to get close to a female body entity, I would just feel weird because my relationships with girls have been weird. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's because they're girls. Like, I don't want this to be a sexist thing, but maybe my next female best friend should be non-binary. Like, start off with the transgender individual who is female to male. You know? So they're still female bodied, but they're technically male. That could... Well, that's not really gonna warp my mind, because then I'm still gonna remember that they're male and then address them as male. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, and I don't want isolation to be the only thing. Maybe I'm just gonna latch myself to Lulu, because Lulu seems great. And I feel like Lulu would tear someone in half for me. I also feel like Lulu would tear somebody in half for the lulz, but I like that. So, we're still going, you guys. We're still on this journey. We still gonna figure out what the fuck is gonna happen, I guess. I tried to do something nice for myself, and I had a terrible experience, but silver lining. They're here now, so that's over. So I can just move on to the part where it feels good, I guess. And that's good. Right? My therapist was like, what have you learned from this experience? What have I learned from this experience? I always ask myself, I'm like, what is the lesson I'm supposed to learn here? I'm gonna move this because this is humming loudly. So, what did I learn? I expected it to come today, so I didn't learn patience. Like, I went to the post office because I wanted to, like, have a human, a person that was not an Indian in India. Even though, you know, that girl I was talking to when I was in the post office, she sounded Caucasian. Don't know where she was from. She could be from, like, I almost said Bangladesh, from fucking Belgium. Who knows? Who knows? I just wanted to speak to somebody, have them, like, somebody at the post office be like, oh yeah, no, we're looking it up in the system, this is where your package is, it's still on the truck, we have it, blah blah blah. Something. Some bit of information like everybody else was given, even if it wasn't correct. But instead, I got nothing, and I came more in tune with the fact that 1, I hate being alive, 2, I might kill somebody soon, 3, I should probably send my mail to somebody else's house so they can just be like, hey, mail's here, so I won't even know when, like, pre-orders ship. I'm just like, hell, fuck it. About to, like, hire somebody and be like, look, I'm giving you this information. It's linked to this card. Don't use it. Just let me know. Like, I'm gonna set this shit up So when the pre-order is about to ship, it gets charged. I don't know about it. It's like, I'm gonna make the pre-order, I'm gonna put that money in the account, I'm gonna forget it. It's just gonna ship to you. Nobody's gonna know when, who, what, where. It's just gonna ship to you. You get it, you give it to me. That way, I don't have to worry about my packages disappearing. Because if they do, I won't know. I don't have solutions, y'all. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing on your crazy ass planet. But they're here. I was telling my therapist, I'm not gonna feel better until they're here. Not because it was taking forever to come, but because nobody was giving me any valid information and nobody knew when it was. And I was afraid I was about to lose this money and these figures because they both sold out before the sale even ended. And it's like, these aren't things that can get replaced. I had admirations. I was trying to encourage myself to like create and do things and have fun and just enjoy being me. And it felt like I got punished for that. Like I always get punished for it. So, I don't know what I learned. I don't know if there was a lesson here. I'm at my wit's end because I'm yelling at people in public and not giving a fuck if I break down into tears in public. And people are coming to my aid, I guess, because that stranger gave me some water, and that water made a huge difference between